Okay, hi, good day everyone. My name is Angie Fairbanks. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Action Coach. Got quite a few of you attending today, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see, I have quite a few names I don't recognize. Let's see, I have JP Avlik. Hello, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, good. Hi, what name do you go by and where are you located?
I go by Jay is fine, and I'm in South Carolina.
Fantastic. What part of South Carolina?
Columbia.
Fantastic. I'm a North Carolina gal, so I'm right down with you a little bit. So, well, welcome to the call there,
Great.
Jay. Perfect.
Well, thank you.
Welcome. Hi, Luca.
Yes.
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Where are you calling from today?
Lexington, Kentucky.
Lexington, Kentucky. Well done. I like that. Have a couple good mates over there. So welcome to the call today. Very much appreciate you attending. Let's see, who else do I have on the line? Eric? Hi, Eric. Let me unmute you, Eric. There you go.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, good, Eric. I'll see you in a couple weeks, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. And where are you calling from so everyone will know?
I am in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Welcome to the call today, Eric. Thank you. John Jones. Hi there, John.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Hey, good. You're just right around the corner from me. Welcome to the call. All right, awesome. And then I have Dobbs. Dobbs, are you there?
That might be me. Angie, it's Jim Dolliver. I think it's me.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Yeah, it says Dobbs Air, so. All right.
Got it.
All right, fantastic. Hey, welcome to the call. Dan Whalen.
Yes, I'm here. Thanks.
Fantastic. And where are you calling from today, Dan?
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
I love it. Another North Carolina. I love the Carolina people. There we go. Dan, let's see. Eric, George. How you doing, George?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. And where are you calling from?
Southern California.
Fantastic. Where about in Southern California?
Near Temecula.
All right. Welcome to the call. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's see. How you doing there, Kevin?
Awesome. Thank you, Angie.
Very good. Very good. Thank you very much. Hi there, Kelly. How you doing, Kelly?
Hey, Angie. Doing great. Thanks.
Hey, good. All right. Hey, Kirk. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm calling from Concord, North Carolina.
Concord now. Oh, lots of North Carolinians today. I like it. North Carolina and South Carolina. I love it. Welcome to the call.
Thank you.
Let's see. Michael.
Hello, Angie.
Hey, Michael. Where are you calling from today, Michael?
Well, I'm in Colorado.
Oh, okay. I only get first names, so I don't get the last names. How you doing, Michael?
Fantastic.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Corinne?
Yeah.
Corinne? How you doing?
Doing good.
Good, good. And where are you calling from?
Near Houston.
Houston. All right. Welcome. Welcome, Texas. I love it. All right. Let's see. Let's go back down my list. Have Jim, John, Chase, Corinne, Luca, Michael. How you doing, Nick Dove?
I'm great. I'm here with my beautiful partner, Arcelia.
Hello, sweet Arcelia. Lovely. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Let's see. I have Robert and Kelly.
Yeah, hi Angie. We're calling from East Texas, Longview.
East Texas. I love it. Thank you. Welcome to the call. And Syed? Let's try that again. Unmute. There you go. Sid?
Yeah, hey Angie, this is Saad calling from Jordan.
Hey, Jordan. Calling from Jordan. Very good. Welcome to the call. All right, thank you. There's quite a few people keep coming in, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to take Kevin off of mute one more time. Hey, Kevin, just a little bit of quality control. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, I see Robert Addy on the line. How you doing, Rob?
I'm Angie, in Memphis, looking out at the great river.
All right, fantastic. What a beautiful scene. Love it. And we'll be in Memphis next month, so looking forward to seeing you.
You too.
All right, fantastic. So I think I have, just for a little bit of quality control here, is putting kind of pretty much everyone on mute. That way we can kind of go, I'll come back in a little bit and just kind of go into any questions that you guys may have. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and write them down. I'm going to focus on my screen here that I have available for you guys to view. And basically, what I'm going to show you today basically is the Action Coach coaching platform. So you've already done a toolbox tour. You've completed a toolbox tour, so you've seen the tools and the systems at hand. Today I'm going to show you basically how the tools and the resources sync together on how our franchise partners really kind of work their system, meaning the sophistication from our modern technology system right down to our client portal, how it syncs to our coaching portal, as well as going into a couple of things when it comes to our marketing platform as well. So thank you all for being on the call. Quite a bit from Jordan, from Texas to California to North Carolina, South Carolina. I love it. Colorado, thank you guys for being on the call today. So what you're taking a look at today basically is our systems. And this is kind of like, what am I trying to say? This has kind of been my passion project over the last 2 years. This is something that I'm currently traveling around training all of our coaches on and making sure that they're utilizing our brand new system that we have. So what you're taking a look at our system. Oh, and by the way, those of you who just jumped on, my name is Angie Fairbanks. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Action Coach, and I just hit my 15.5 years here at Action Coach. So for those of you who just got on, that's who's facilitating this conversation today. So I have about less than an hour with you guys today to show you basically the coaching platform on how all of our franchise partners will utilize this system basically to run their franchise organization. So what you're taking a look at the screen here is basically the applications that our franchise partners will use and to be able to run their franchise organization. Our franchise organization is ran off of a Microsoft platform. So this gives us the ability to grow in many countries, but more importantly for our franchise partners to be able to utilize the Action Coach systems at hand and be able to link to one another, but also be able to utilize the system when it comes to running their own franchise, etc. So all of our partners, basically, these are our core applications that our franchise partners will have, and there's a couple of them I'm going to spend some time in today. Of course, our franchise partners have Outlook, OneDrive, which will be their own storage drive, the ability to open up and utilize Word, Excel, PowerPoint, note-taking. SharePoint is our franchise resource center. So for those of you who've already been on the Toolbox Tour, you have seen that our franchise manual as well as our resource manual for all of your tools and resources, PowerPoints, etc. I'll go into that just a tad today. Our franchise partners have the ability to create teams and be able to run team environments and collaboration in their own franchise organization. Yammer is basically the ability for our coaches basically to connect with each other and utilize, and I'll go into that a little bit today. But Dynamics is where we're going to spend the majority of our time today, and that's basically our coaching platform. We have many different applications that our partners will be able to use, but these are our core applications. So let's start off with our client portal. Our client portal is a self-built portal that our clients have built and our coaches have built to be able to enter their information and coaching information for our coaches. I'm going to take you through our client portal, and then I'm going to show you how it links into your coaching platform, which is your Dynamics portal. all of our clients will have access to a coaching portal. So all of our franchise partners will be able to individually invite their clients to a portal for them to enter their information. Now our clients, this is what our clients will view. And then again, I will show you basically what you will view and how our coaches will be able to utilize the system. Here, what you're looking at is basically the dashboard for our clients, and this is an individual client. Each of our partners will be able to see and make announcements to their particular client. So the client, the coach will be able to say happy birthday or register for my next seminar or webinar or whatever it may be. So a coach, a franchise partner will be able to go in and make any type of announcements to one particular client or many clients at a hand. When you take a look at this entire front page, this is an overview of our clients' business on how they're doing and growing their business from new customers over time, revenue over time, profit, etc., right down to their vision, mission, and culture, and the ability to contact their coach. So this is a special footer for each individual franchise partner, so their client will be able to connect with them at any given time. For any type of translation or anything, we do have in multiple language to where you can actually choose a language. So if anyone is in Spanish or whatever it may be, they're able to choose their translation and be able to utilize, because I know it's very important, even here in America, that we do have clients that are that speak a different language, and they will have the ability to select their language as well. So just going through our platform at our hand, this is basically where our clients will be able to enter their vision, their mission, bucket list items, as well as, you know, how to align the business at hand. So just to kind of give you an idea how we coach, basically when it comes to coaching our clients on a 5-year goal or a 3-year goal, etc., it's very, very simple platform for our clients to be able to utilize, etc. So for example, when they create a goal, we'll be able to take a look at it to where we can edit it, complete it, or table it at another time. So let me just kind of go into this goal for a second so you'll be able to see what our clients will be able to utilize. From entering a goal on what's their actual goal, what type of goal it is, but then they start using the strategies, and what are the strategies that you're going to be coaching this client on to be able to achieve this particular goal. What are the tasks that you'll be able to coach the client on in reference to achieving the strategies to basically complete that goal. Every time there's a goal completed, it'll also calculate and tally into a win list. So anytime there's a task complete, a goal complete, or whatever it may be, this was kind of fun that I was doing some training, etc. this past week, and these are some of the goals that a lot of the coaches were having fun with. But every time that you'll be able to add a goal or whatever it may be, or complete a goal, you'll see that clients will be able to see how coaching is doing for them and how they're progressing with their coaching by being able to go through many, many different wins and achievements in their business. So it'll automatically calculate right down to a parking lot on the ability to table goals or the idea book or whatever it may be. The biggest part of this is the learning part of it is there's videos upon videos that our client will be able to utilize. We'll be able to utilize this section with our clients to be able to run and teach them basically basic applications when it comes to the business segment, and the coach kind of focuses on making sure that they focus on coaching the clients as well. So as we take a look into this particular, you'll be able to see that they have many, many different videos and learning applications that a client can go in at any given time, as well as the coach can assign what video to watch as well. You'll be able to see from 5-year planning, from task lists, etc., from reporting to scheduling events, etc. But the main part is how we coach them on a weekly basis. So as we coach them on a weekly basis, we'll be able, clients do submit what we call a focus sheet. And in the focus sheet, basically, they'll be able to submit basically what they're doing throughout the week. So if I were to go into this particular focus sheet here, you'll be able to see how a client basically can go in and provides the coaching that the client, what the coach needs at every single week on how to coach them. What are their coaching for the week, etc. These are the fun ones that the coaches did for me yesterday while I was in Ireland. So you pay attention to basically actions and etc. The goals for the next one. Kind of brought up the wrong one there, but anyway, obviously we have a little bit of fun here. But you'll be able to see basically that the clients will be able to input this particular information as well as their numbers. So as we basically hit save here, anytime that a client will be able to do that, you'll be able to choose whether it's to move to a win list or move to a parking lot. So you'll be able to see basically any type of those goals. You'll be able to see don't be late for lunch, etc. from the parking lot, etc. from where you see from that particular focus sheet. So you'll be able to see basically every time that a client puts in information where they are in the system for the coach per se. So as you can see, this is a very, very basic system, a very modern system that our clients will be able to utilize and be able to enter from their goals, their strategies, their tasks, basically how they're focusing on growing their business as well, from their numbers, etc. The clients will be able to view a snapshot of how their business is running and the growth of their business at any given time. So as we take a look at basically what our clients enter, now let me take you in to show you basically how you will see as how our franchise partners will be able to see this particular client and how you can coach them in your platform. So our basically platform is called the Dynamics 365 platform and the coaching platform, and how it relates basically from all of the information the client puts in, basically to put it into where it's all stored in the coaches portal. So as well as a client will log into their portal, all of our franchise partners will be able to log into their own portal to run their business. Here, basically, obviously there's no data because I haven't really put any data onto this one, but just to kind of give you an idea, basically what you're seeing here is a franchise partner will be able to view their coaching organization at hand. Basically, how are they doing and growing into their business? So just like the client, our franchise partners will be able to view their business as a whole, how they're doing and what revenue are they collecting, but more importantly, how are they, how the trending with their clients, and be able to rank their clients, etc. From doing a client industry snapshot. This is very important and very impactful basically for the global office as well as a franchise partner in the local area, is that the franchise partner will be able to see basically what industries, of course, that they're coaching, but the master licensee who you've been speaking with will be able to see at a glance, like Nick Dove in Florida, will be able to see how many chiropractors we're coaching, how many businesses are we coaching over $1 million, etc. And at global office at any given time, we'll be able to say globally around the world in 80+ countries is how many clients that we have. So you can see that on a marketing aspect, that locally to regionally to globally, we'll be able to kind of view and be able to market at any given time to industries, etc., knowing basically where clients are in the world and how many clients that we're coaching, and we'll be able to tally that at any given time. So we'll be able to see what basically what you're doing when it comes to industry-wise and everything. So your master licensee will know how many clients are that we're coaching in their territory, but for globally, you'll be able to see where we are as well. So starting on January 1, actioncoach.com will actually have a tally to say, this is how many clients we're coaching in 80+ countries. This is how many chiropractors we're coaching. This is how many dentists we're coaching, etc. This is how many clients that we're coaching over 50 employees, etc. So you'll be able to see your business at a glance, and we'll be able to see it on a global basis. So let me just kind of show you basically off of what the ability that you have and some of the functionality that you have when it comes to coaching a client. So let's actually go into that particular client. So I'm going to go into this particular client here. And this particular client is this client that we just focused on here. So when I open up this particular client, is basically you will be able to see a sales process. It is very important that our coaches basically have a defined sales process. It's called a 13 sales step process for our coaches to be able to sign on and bring on the right client. So a coach will be able to take a prospect and be able to take them through the 13-step process all the way down to a client. This is very important because you'll be able to see how well how a franchise partner is doing from one step to the next step, etc. So master licensees will be able to see basically conversion rates on where clients are dropping off, but more importantly, how long does it take for franchise partners to sign a client as well. So we'll be able to view, but you as a franchise partner will be able to view basically areas that you are great in, areas that need improvement as well. So when you take a look at this, this is the basic functionalities of a CRM. So your Dynamics platform is the basic functionalities of a CRM, which is your coaching platform. So you will be able to see that you have basic account information, but you'll also be able to see that, of course, this drink tequila keeps coming up, etc. So what basically the client had put in on that focus sheet, you can see that how sophisticated, how it actually came over into this particular area. So anytime that a client puts something into their client portal, it'll automatically be driven into your coaching portal, etc. You'll be able to see from their key personnel right down to primary contacts, right down to basically key information from that particular client, from basically when's their anniversary, when's their pet name. So basically as they put it into their information, such as their profile, you'll be able to see as I go into this particular profile, that they have put in what we call critical non-essentials, when their birthday, when their anniversary, what are their hobbies are. You'll be able to see that it automatically transfers over to here, so you can really see basically what the clients are input in, but also knowing basically when to send them cards or wishing them happy birthday, whatever it may be, or maybe a reminder that their wife's birthday's coming up or the spouse's birthday's coming up. You'll be able to see basically, like I had mentioned, their vision mission on how basically they have put into their account. But more importantly, as I go into this particular client, you'll be able to see all of the coaching aspects of this particular client, from ranking them. So let's say that you have about 50 clients. And 50 clients, you'll be able to see who is your #1 client in revenue growth or team growth or profit growth, etc. So you'll be able to have a snapshot of how your clients are doing, so you can do awards, etc. for your particular clients, etc. But you can see that how this is all kind of aligned, alignments, goals, etc. Those are those coach announcements that I had talked about. So anytime that they put anything in their goals, their 5-year, 3-year, 12-month, or anything like that will automatically be here in the goals section. So as they go into goals, you'll be able to see, and you can view basically anything. You can set the view system up the way you want it to be set up. Currently, I just have the goal name and when was it created, because that's just, that's what I look at for me, etc. So as I kind of go into here, like for example, you will see their break-even numbers. Any type of uploads, like if you say upload the P&L or whatever it may be, the client will be able to upload from their system, and you'll be able to view any type of uploads that the client will have. But more importantly, this is basically your coaching session. So basically, like I had mentioned, this particular client, this is their focus sheet that they have put in. You can see what they have put into here, but the best part about this is you can take notes as you're running in a coaching session. This is our coaching script, and as a coach basically takes a client through here, you'll be able to take notes in each section to make sure that you are getting the proper results for a particular client. So it's very important as we take a look at our system and basically looking at the system as a whole on how you get results from the clients, but also be able to take your clients through a portal and have everything in front of you. Now, when you take a look at this particular portal, you will also see that it's on the Microsoft platform, like I had mentioned, so you can run this on your mobile, your PC, your tablet, your laptop, etc. So basically, this is kind of like the system on the go for you as well. So you can always have your coaching information with you, but more importantly, you'll be able to run your coaching session at any given time, anywhere. If you're on the beach or if you happen to be traveling, you'll be able to take this particular portal with you at any given time. So you can see how it really kind of links in together. So from our client portal, from how our clients will be able to enter their information, such as the alignments or whatever, that'll look something like this. So their personal goals, their business challenges, etc., being able to take them through basically and aligning them will also make sure that you align them, everything that would be done here, etc., from their personal goals, etc., and as they move it forward. So you can see how things really progress and how everything links up for you to be able to go from your client portal to your portal, and having that modern technology to be able to do that. Now, once I get into the marketing side, you do have a couple of options when it comes to the marketing. This actually is synced. One of the best parts about this particular system, it is synced to MailChimp. And so we encourage you basically to have a MailChimp account, etc., which is free for small databases, etc. So our system links to marketing platforms. So we have two available marketing platforms that we utilize, and I'll talk about them both. One is MailChimp, and one is a company called Senduit. The first one basically is MailChimp, and the purpose of the MailChimp is that it'll provide you with an email broadcast campaign, so you can set up automated campaigns, ads, landing pages, postcards, social posts, etc. So it is already linked. So in your account, when you come into Marketing List, and you'll be able to see and link this particular contact into MailChimp, and be able to see basically and send them out any type of information. Now, we also have what we call basically templates there for you. So for example, you have seen our dashboard from the recent toolbox tour that you have seen. This particular dashboard is where we store a lot of our marketing assets, our PowerPoints, etc. So for example, if you're going to be running what we call a growth club, so if I were to go into Growth Club and I click Growth Club, once I click Growth Club, basically you'll have a couple of options, and I'm going to go ahead and go to the Marketing Growth Club. And into Marketing, you will see MailChimp templates. So here, you'll be able to click a MailChimp template, and it'll automatically go into this particular to your account. So for example, these are the 3 templates for Growth Club. And so we store them into your franchise manual. So when you click here, it'll automatically open up your personal MailChimp account, and you can use this template to mark it out. You can customize this template as much as you want or as little of it as you want, and you'll be able to really utilize these particular templates. We have from our sales process, we have steps, 8, 5, and 10, I believe, something like that. We also have them in different languages as well. So you'll be able to utilize those particular templates in addition to what we call an action steps newsletter as well. So for example, when I go back to the marketing side, go back to here, let's go back. And let's choose one more. I'm going to go into the marketing assets for you guys. So when I hit here into the marketing assets, you'll be able to see a lot of our marketing assets that are available for you to utilize. But once I click here on MailChimp templates, you will see all the available MailChimp templates for each of our products. For example, like Action Steps. Action Steps is a global newsletter list, newsletter that the global office will send out, basically, create for you. They're going to be doing it starting back on Q4 and doing it a quarterly newsletter list for you. And that way, newsletter, yes, a quarterly newsletter. That way you basically can send out a newsletter to everyone in your MailChimp and be able to, your clients, your prospects, people that are in your 13-step process, etc. So you'll be able to email them out and utilize a letter. So the global office writes a quarterly newsletter that's in here. So you'll be able to see here action steps, and you'll be able to utilize them at any given time. And again, you can use as much of it as you want or as little of it as you want, or create your own, etc. But we do have what we call our MailChimp that is synced to your particular account. And that way you can do marketing broadcast as well. Now the other one is basically what we call Synduit. And Synduit basically is another Action Coach marketing solutions. We provide two options for our franchise partners. One is provide you with the tools and resources for you to do on your own, etc. And then Synduit is basically a marketing solution that has the deployment engine available for you, to where you can just push a button and it'll deploy as well. So as you talk to your master licensee on basically your options when it comes to marketing platforms, you'll be able to see that we work with many different partners to make sure that you have, as a franchise partner, everything you need in your business to run your business. So we have partnered with a company called Synduit for deployment, and basically it has all of our templates and everything. They do social cast. They do, let's see, where is the page? Yep, over a campaign library, etc. That will basically have communication, social, texting, print resources, scripts, and all that kind of stuff available for you. So in the near future, in the next probably 6 to 8 weeks, we're going to basically, just like MailChimp, because it's brand new, for it, just like MailChimp, where we have synced it into basically this particular account, you'll also have, this will say MailChimp, and then the next one will say Synduit. So you do have a couple of options basically. So you have a marketing platform that you can go on your own and be able to download, create, and send, or you can go with, you know, our partner Synduit to be able to deploy the marketing, etc., and be able to take place of MailChimp and all that kind of stuff. So we do have quite a few options for you based off your needs as a franchise partner. Now, last but not least, that we take a look into this particular platform is what we call our Yammer. Our Yammer basically is our forums. And this is where all of our coaches really kind of come in and celebrate with each other. They ask questions. They basically see where we are, and celebration, best practice sharing, celebration sharing, etc. But more importantly, testimonials, etc. This is where coaches interact. We have basically our Yammer forums, and then we also have a closed Facebook page to where our coaches literally leverage off of each other. And it's very important that, you know, as you take a look into this particular franchise, you'll see that you'll investing, of course, in the system and the tools and the resources, etc. But you're also investing into a community and leveraging the community. Just like when I had said earlier about the global marketing and being able to utilize marketing of how many clients that we're coaching on a daily basis, what are the industries, what is the level of clients that we're coaching, but more importantly, your client not only have you as a coach, but they also have, 1,000 other coaches in 80+ countries to help you. So at any given time, if you're looking for, let's say, printing. Let's see, I haven't done that one yet. Let's see, yep, so printing. So when you kind of go into printing, et cetera, here are all the conversations in addition to testimonials. There's over 700+ testimonials in this particular platform for you to be able to find a testimonial, take to a client, take to a prospect, et cetera, and really help utilize basically what you need in your business. So as you take a look at the tools and resources that you have seen in the toolbox tour that you had, but also taking a look at this advanced version of the platform, but more importantly, you'll be able to take a look on how to leverage the coaching community as a hand as well. So our Yammer forums is there for you as a franchise partner to be able to leverage the Action Coach community, leverage the history of the company, leverage testimonials, because when a franchise partner gets a testimonial, that's your testimonial as well. So it's very important to know that not only are you looking into invest into the Action Coach system, you're also looking to invest into the community. And that's the biggest part of this particular of our franchise, and that's the best part of the franchise. So I'm going to take Kevin off of mute here. Kevin, thoughts, questions before I kind of open it up to the platform? Anything that you would like for me to show that I didn't show today?
The one thing on Synduit, if you talk about the integrative marketing approach, the fact that a campaign, there's actually multiple touches. And
yes.
It's all done automatically. I Synduit versus currently, or typically, you got to figure out how to have an integrative marketing approach.
Yes, correct. So as you take a look at option number 1 in the MailChimp, you're taking a look in doing that automation by yourself. Mm-hmm. You're looking at putting those, taking that extra effort. One thing that I love about Synduit, and I've actually been working with Synduit over the last 8 months to create basically this material and everything to make it a very, what I call marketing made simple. For those who really want a push of the button marketing platform, that's Synduit, because they're automated. The campaigns are already there for you. You just customize. They'll work with you to customize and make it your own, etc. So you have those options. You have, because there's a lot of people that come in, a lot of partners that come in that says, yep, I'm good because I can do this automated. I can, MailChimp is good, or I can just use Synduit because, I may be a single practice and not a personal assistant at this time. So my recommendation, of course, is the Synduit because it is very automated, etc. And it's there for you. It's like I call it marketing made simple. The other MailChimp is also marketing made simple. You'll just have to put a little bit extra work into it.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you.
Yeah.
Then on the coaching platform, the fact that basically my understanding is it's made this paperless in terms of
yes.
coaching clients. The focus sheet's updated automatically. You can see the client fill that. And also it's very interactive. If you wouldn't mind, how much you see that this new platform creates a more interactive experience with their clients in these days as we look at going to 2020, interactive experience is what more and more people want.
Yeah, so over the last couple of months, Kevin, what I have seen with the clients is they're engaged a lot more into their coaching because they can truly see without actually picking up a binder, because that's how we used to coach before, is picking up a binder and seeing all the wins, etc., the wins and the coaching. But more importantly, they'll be able to calculate like the break even at a click, basically. So they can come in and just do their break-even calculator right here. Everything is paperless, and it's basically kind of coaching on the go. One thing it doesn't take away, though, Kevin, I will say, is the engagement and relationship with the client. Our system is not meant to say, here's technology and go fill all this out. It is really meant to utilize this technology and enhance the coaching and build and enhance that coaching relationship, et cetera. But as we take a look into the clients and being able to go paperless and be able just to log into their portal and see and just print what they need to print, like they can print the weekly coaching focus sheet and do what they need to be able to do. So it's more simple than, going in and everything kind of calculates for you, and everything is there for you when you need it. So yes, I have seen it that it takes the coaching relationship quite a few steps further, because they are now able to see it at a glance versus just let's calculate this and let's guesstimate per se. So clients are really loving the fact that it's all electronic, as well as that it calculates everything for them as they need, and they can run a report at any given time. They can actually run a report and see how their business is doing from January to December or January to June or whatever it may be. So it's more kind of live coaching, which is exciting.
Definitely. So at the end of the day, we're improving and increasing our relationships, our results, and our retention with clients, which is wonderful. 3 R's.
Yes.
Awesome.
And as you can see, when it comes to syncing up with the coaching platform, you'll be able to see that we really kept it very simple for the coaches as well. So as you can see, it's a very simple platform for our clients, but even that you see here that there's a lot to this particular and what this says, but it's actually made simple for you to have all your files out of hand instead of having, again, binders and everything. But you can continue to do that as well. Because we do have some coaches that still love their binders and everything. So, you definitely have various options, but more reporting and more electronic and paperless, which we love.
Yeah, then for those who are looking to build a firm, the number of clients that each coach could coach has gone up with how we're doing things now.
Absolutely, yeah, because the firm owner is now able to see and view the entire organization at a hand. Thank you for bringing that up, because of the fact that firm owners will be able to see how the coaching is doing. They'll be able to see basically what coaches are doing and how they're growing their clients versus at any given time versus on a monthly basis sitting down where all the clients are in the organization, et cetera. So the firm owner can go in at any given time and see how their employee coaches are faring well with their clients.
Definitely. So well done. I mean, the amount of effort you've put into this the last 2 years is astronomical. Now you're traveling the world, training everyone. So again, Angie, you're so awesome. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. Let me take John Jones off really quick. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to go down the list. And if anyone has any questions, we'll kind of go for that from there.
Angie.
Hey, John.
Yeah, am I correct in assuming that, this is something where my prospective client can engage in this system when I'm doing the diagnostic, as I'm getting ready for my consultation before they become a client, right? It's not like they don't get access to this until after they become a client. I think that would be awesome because other coaches don't have these tools.
Yeah, right.
It's a total differentiator when you're trying to sell yourself.
Yeah, right now it is made for clients. In our third phase, one thing that I haven't said yet, and I usually kind of say that at the end, so thank you, John, for the leeway. This system is actually is not even complete yet when it comes to what you saw today is just our first phase. This platform has grown to be $500,000, et cetera, and I still have 4 more phases of enhancements and everything. And John, one of the enhancements is to bring in the pre-diagnostics and the pre-clients coming in. That's around our 3rd and 4th phase, et cetera. So prospects and everything will be able to kind of engage, but also we don't want to give away too much of our system, but they'll be able to have parts of our 13-step process, like the questionnaire and everything like that. So that's actually coming in our phase 3 and 4 is where we're going to be focused on the clients, pre-clients, shall I say.
Gotcha. So
yeah, we're very excited about that. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, you recommend, like, when you're in the sales process with a potential client, that you just kind of open this up and kind of show them this is a tool that we'll be using to communicate with each other?
Yeah. Also, one of the things that we do, and I'll show you really quick. So if everyone can look back at my screen, I'm going to go back to the home page of our dashboard here. And in our section of IT system and how-to videos, basically we have step-by-step instructions on basically how to utilize the system. But more importantly, here's basically for clients. And this is actually a system overview, basically a client. So this is what a client will receive on their portal. But this video right here, which I kind of clicked too soon, but the video right here, it's this same video, is that coaches can actually send this video about this basically platform. So coaches are now using it in their growth clubs and their 90-day planning sessions. They're using it for prospects, John, just like you had said, et cetera. So this is how we're going to coach them. So this is actually a video that's already created to send to clients, but also where we're seeing this utilized more is with prospects. To be honest. So they're actually using this in their growth clubs and seminars and workshops, et cetera. On this is how basically our systematic way of how we're going to coach you.
Yeah, great. Imagine like for client type accounts, bigger, more sophisticated accounts. The fact that we have this type of capability would be pretty awesome and a big differentiator. That's great.
Fantastic. Any other questions? Oh, good. Okay. Dan Whalen, how you doing, Dan? Hey there, we'll come back to that. Eric, there you go.
There you go. Doing well. Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Not so far. Very comprehensive. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Hey, Eric, how you doing?
Another beautiful day in paradise.
All right. Well, I look forward to training you more in detail when you get to training. So
good.
You get to have me for a good solid 4 hours of this training. So
this is amazing. So going back to the last comment about a client who maybe has maybe we have multiple people we're coaching within.
Yeah.
Would they each have a separate page that tied into one, or will they all work from the same page, or how will that work?
You can do both, to be honest, Eric, depending on the client. We have some coaches basically utilizing the system and they have access to the same portal, et cetera. So for example, like this alignment section, and when you take a look back at my screen, these are actually for multiple people in the organization. The weekly coaching focus sheets can be meant for multiple organizations as well. But you have a choice as a coach to where you can actually invite them all to one portal. And they kind of see, and that really kind of works with husband, wife, et cetera, partners, et cetera. Some coaches are actually just give them their own portal as well, but also making sure that they are all still aligned with the same company goals, et cetera. So making sure that is all still aligned. But you have the option to put them all in one portal and invite them to one portal. That's what you're seeing on my screen now is basically, my test of inviting multiple people, et cetera. But you can also have them have different ones as well. Entirely up to you as the coach.
Okay, perfect. And then my only other question was with Yammer now, do you see everybody maybe moving away from the Facebook group and trying to do more on Yammer, or do you see both of them being continuing to go on?
Both are going to continue to go because the best part about Yammer today, in our old platform, we didn't have what we called the app. For them to actually, ask a question, pose a question, contribute, et cetera. So Facebook was easy because Facebook was an app. Yammer now has become very, very popular. Back with now that I'm traveling the world and doing the training and helping people really understand the system, and that Yammer has now really become to where it used to be. And utilizing, Facebook will never go away because there's a lot of people that love Brad's input and all that kind of stuff. Yammer is basically where we archive everything. That the challenge with our closed Facebook group is you can't search, et cetera. So that actually would be the challenge off of that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. George Preston, how are you? Any questions?
No, I really appreciate the presentation, though, Angie. Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much. Jim?
Hi, Angie. Thank you. No, you're just excellent once again. Very thorough and very organized. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Let's see, Jay. I think I got that one right.
Yes, ma'am. Hey,
There
Angie,
we go.
thanks so much. No questions right now, but thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for doing a great job here.
All right. Thank you so much, Jay. Hey, Kelly. Let me take you off mute. There we go. Kelly?
Yeah. Hey, Angie. Great presentation. This is just awesome. Just incredible, powerful system here. One question I had when we were talking about critical non-essentials, and you can put all those critical dates of birthdays and anniversaries. Is this like a database where you can set it up to give you notification, let's say a week ahead of time, that so-and-so's birthday is coming up, so that you can send out gifts or what have you? Or do you have to actually look at it all the time?
Yeah, no. My recommendation is how I train people is that once you receive the critical non-essentials out of your coaching platform, is that you actually set yourself up a task and auto reminders. So yeah, you would actually set those reminders up, but very, very simple. Like for example, the coaching, this actually just happened the other day, Kelly, where a coach reminded into the announcement section of their dashboard. Actually, let me just go back to that. So in this section of a coach announcements, the coach said, hey, just a reminder, your wife's birthday is next week. Because they set the task to alert them, et cetera. And the client was like, thank you, because I totally forgot. So you can do many different things off of that, but ideally it is up to set those alerts and the tasks. Down the road, one of the things that we are looking down, not so much of a priority, is every time they would put a date in, that it automatically trigger. So that's an enhancement we're going to that it is in our parking lot to make.
Okay, great. Thanks, Angie.
Yeah, perfect. Let's go back. Let's see. Karen?
Nothing right now. Thank you, Angie.
All right, fantastic. Thank you. Kirk?
Hey, Angie. So the only question I have is the marketing tools. Are those going to become available to the clients, or is that strictly for coaches? How does
Yes. So the MailChimp, anything that's in our dashboard, like for example, the MailChimp templates and everything like that, that's really mainly for the coaches per se. However, Synduit is actually going to be available probably January 1 to where it's going to be available for you to be able to provide for your clients as well. So the key is let's get it working for us and making sure, because it's still for me 8 months old, etc. But yeah, it will soon be available for your clients, etc. So if you have a client that's in need for a marketing platform and everything like that, you can offer that to them.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome, and you'll get a referral fee. Etc. All right, perfect. Let's go to Luca. Hi, Luca.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
No, it's all clear. One question could be, you said that you are going to collect, because of the dynamic, all the information regarding the typology of customers that the entire platform will coach, and I guess you're going to collect information, and I was curious, what do you do with that, and what type of feedback are you going to give to us?
Yes, fantastic. So first, I will say that our system is very secure. When we take a look at client data, your master licensee and/or global office will never see actual client data, like contact information, etc. We're very much on to database regulations in every single country. So one of the reasons why that we went to Microsoft is to make sure that we have and we are compliant with database regulations. I just want to make sure everyone knows that we will not see client data like their name, their email address, their phone numbers, their business, etc., like that. We will just see those demographics like I had mentioned, like the industry, etc. So you, at any given time, will be able to see your organization and your demographics of your organization. The master licensee, one of the things that a couple of master licensees are doing is in their monthly newsletters to their franchise partners, they'll actually incorporate basically those numbers and those analytics and those statistics for the franchise partners in that particular territory. Globally, starting on January 1, we will have those analytics on our website live that we will actually update on a weekly basis. Does that help you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so it will be kind of triggered down from local to territory to global, etc.
So you guys don't have access to customer, my customers or my information.
Correct.
Just the high level demographic typology, something that doesn't go against any privacy law or
yeah, correct. We're very much compliant and making sure that we do follow GDPR and any type of country compliance and regulations. So the only things that we will actually see is demographics, but no actually client data.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, fantastic. Great question. Michael.
Yeah, hey, Angie. Expounding on some of these KPIs that you have on the screen you're showing, though, are there opportunities to customize for the individual client different KPIs and then be able to trend and chart and all of those things with them?
Yes, absolutely. That's actually an enhancement probably in our phase 3 and phase 4. Currently, what you're seeing today is just our typical 5 ways, etc. So the numbers are calculated on the 5 ways, and it's kind of going back to basics with our clients and our coaches. But more importantly, as we start looking at enhancing and customizing over time, you will see these change and be able to enhance when it comes to kind of like an industry or something like that. So that's more kind of, I think I said 3 and 4, but I think it's more closer to end of 3 or early 4 when we start customizing this a little bit.
Okay, terrific. Thanks.
That's it. Easy, easy. Nick Dev. Nick and Arcelia.
There we go. Awesome presentation. We've seen this a couple of times now, and it never ceases to impress. You can hear the thunderstorm behind. Yeah. I guess the hurricane's on its way. Just a question. The 5 ways, it's great that you have that. And we spent a lot of time a few years ago getting consolidated numbers from all our clients in Florida so that we could report what revenue and profit growth we were getting from all our clients. And we now can do this automatically, I guess. Is that the case?
Absolutely.
So we can say, look, here's the 46% growth in revenue year on year.
Yes.
And here's the 61% growth in profit year on year.
Yeah, and let's go one step further. You'll be able to see jobs created, etc. So not only that is because when I go into a focus sheet, let me go into this silly focus sheet that the team did while I was out, etc. Yeah. Well, I made a comment that I'll come to the country if you guys give me tequila. That's how it happened. But you'll see on this part right here, I added and decreased team members. So the client will be able to say, are they 20 this month and 22 next month, etc. So they all start seeing kind of the transition of their total team count. Now, for some businesses, it's going to stay 22, for 350, every week, 52 weeks. But here you'll be able to actually see, and the coaches will be able to see at a snapshot how many jobs created during their coaching as well, which is fantastic. So not just the revenue growth, profit growth, and stuff like that, and the growth of, yes, we grew at 46%, we grew 61%, 100%, or whatever, but we took that another step further to see what what's the job creation.
And then every coach will be able to do the same and have a consolidation of all their clients and be
Correct.
able to proudly claim that, you know, if they take on a new client, on average, we get 10 times the amount of the coaching retainer in results.
Yeah, because if you take a look at my screen in the coaching platform, they'll be able to run the reports like team member numbers, 5-way numbers, etc. So they'll be able to run that as well. Yes.
That's great for marketing.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Be careful with that hurricane.
Yeah, Angie, how different is going to be for the MLs, this format, this platform?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Yeah, is it going to be very different,
The ML platform.
the ML platform than what we have right now
For the coach.
for the coach?
Yeah, so your master licensee, just want to make sure that I hear the question correctly. You're taking a look at what your platform would look like?
Correct.
Yeah, so yours will be just a little different, etc., because you'll be able to see the territory at a whole. So for example, if I were to go into this particular dashboard right here, Arcelia, a master licensee will be able to see, like for example, cash bank trends. You'll be able to see all of your clients at every single level, bronze, silver, gold, etc. You'll be able to see basically the client industry snapshot, etc., territory as a whole, which I was talking about, etc. Your master licensee platform will be just a little different when it comes to the 13-step process, as it will actually have basically a sales process here to be able to, instead of client, it will be nominate a coach, etc. So your platform will look very similar, but with just a couple different variations and functionality.
Okay, Angie, the second question is, we're going to start working with what you have right now. When the ML platform is ready, can we transfer, or will we just update it, or we will just going to be working and we have to do it all over again?
Can I get back to you off of that? Because that's what we're currently testing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. It's just a matter of right now, because our system is so big, our former system is so big, on how much that we're actually currently can migrate without, clogging up the system and everything like that. We'd like to keep the system clean. So I'll answer that question when I do some more testing.
Okay, great. Thank you, Angie.
You're welcome. Robert and Kelly.
Hey, Angie. No questions at this time, but this has been very informative. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Robert Addy. We've got a couple more, and then we'll wrap up the call. Hey, Robert.
Good, Angie. I love the non-essentials and the dates, and I like Kelly's question about, setting the notifications, because they're really, they're really a wonderful and simple differentiator when you start sending people out all those reminders.
Yeah.
And also the MailChimp integration is going to make it very simple. So I love it all. Thank you.
Thank you. Syed.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Angie. I got two questions. First of all, could you talk a bit about the balance between the human side of coaching and meeting with clients and using the technology? What sort of time should be spent between the two for like maximum effect? And the second question is, are there plans to use technology to leverage the discovery side of coaches, so for clients to go to the Action Coach public website and find coaches more easily there and engage with them just before the prospecting starts?
Yeah, so when it comes to our training, just to kind of give you an idea of our training, is we have brought the technology part into our training, and we take quite a bit of time training you how to incorporate technology into the coaching relationship. etc. So throughout our 10-day training in Vegas, basically we actually train you on each of the aspects. Basically, once each section goes into, because each section is going to be a little bit different. Alignment basically is going to be that you're going to have to sit down with them and ask them questions and engage with them, etc. And then they enter their information. So we spend a lot of time in our training, basically training you, basically how to engage technology into a session, whether it's a coaching session. Like, for example, I actually don't encourage actually having an actual computer in the entire coaching session, maybe the last 15 minutes, etc. So we spend a lot of time in our training going over that, because, like, for example, vision, mission, yep, they can go in and just fill that out themselves, etc. But there's certain aspect of this, from goal setting to alignments, even the learning aspect of it, to where the coach really needs to engage with the client and everything. Technology isn't in lieu of coaching. It's an enhancement to coaching, etc. So we spend a lot of time training you in training on how to utilize that and how much time spent with technology, etc. So you'll get to that. Did I answer your question? Okay, because because it is definitely a huge part of our training set. Yeah, and I'm sorry, the second question was?
The second question was using technology for the discovery part for clients to find coaches. Like, this is more like the back end once we've found prospects, and then we just manage the relationship. But what about the discovery part? How can we? Are you guys gonna guys gonna develop the front end of the Public Action Coach website to make it easier for people to find coaches more quickly and engage with them there?
Yeah, it'll kind of all depends. Our global marketing, I'm going to take a look at global marketing, because global marketing is different than your marketing, etc. Your marketing, you're going to be using the MailChimp, the Senduit, etc., and getting people and driving people to your website, etc. But from the global perspective, they are doing a lot when it comes to a lot of the education, a lot of marketing platforms and everything like that. So there are, if you haven't already seen, you might want to jump on the Action Coach social media or whatever it may be, but they're currently in the process of enhancing the lead generation, because we do have a lead generation site for our coaches. But more importantly, my recommendation is talk to your master licensee on basically how that really kind of works through it into your local website all the way up to the Action Coach website, because there's many different levels when it comes to that, etc. Also, we go over that in training as well. But when you take a look at the front end, when it comes to coaching leads, that's how I understood the question, is coaching leads come from two places. They can come from the global office, but more importantly, the bulk of the coaching leads will come from your marketing, etc. So basically what we do in reference to the marketing that we put together when it comes to driving people to your website, whether it's a MailChimp, whether it's a Senduit, whether it's a social post, the landing pages, or whatever it may be, as well as to the global marketing. But have a sit down with your master licensee and go over that a little bit more into detail.
Great, thanks a lot, Angie.
Yeah, perfect. And then there's Scott. Hi, Scott.
Hello. Wow, what great stuff. I am about 3.5 weeks into all this, so I don't have any questions. I'm just drinking through the fire hose and loving life.
Fantastic. And where are you located? Because I think I missed you when you guys came in. I think you just kind of came on at the last when I got ready to get started. So where are you located?
I'm in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Thank you very much. Awesome. Well, I think everyone, I'm going to take Kevin Alf back because he was kind of like my facilitator for this. I want to make sure that I stay true to everyone's time here. Kevin, do you have any final thoughts, questions, or last minute things you want me to go over for everyone on the call today?
You've covered everything we asked. So Angie, you did a phenomenal job. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, well, it's my pleasure. The masters that were on the call, I look forward to seeing you guys in Memphis. Franchise partners who's looking into Action Coach, enjoy, embrace this Action Coach journey. Eric, I will see you in the training, and I hope to see everyone else here in Vegas for training. And I'll go over this a little bit, way more in detail, and train you guys on it. So I look forward to meeting you guys all and seeing you guys once again. Have a great day, everyone, and until next time, bye for now.
Thanks, Angie.
Mm-hmm.